Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Gale Thompson and I'm sharing the love today, I should say, with a Valentine's video blog hop. So we're going to be off to the races because I'm going to show you how to use your heart die sets 3 ways. The first way is the heart card wrap. We're going to use the Sizzix stacked hearts and everything will be listed below, but we're going to zoom through this. And I have a template here. It's 9.5 inches wide, and then you take 2 5/8 inches off of either end, and that leaves you with 4 1/4 in the middle. And I already had cut out a piece of vellum and already had folded it, but I'm going to show you anyhow that I did crease it at 2 5/8 on either end with my bone folder, and I just used my cutter to do this. It's easier than dragging out yet another scoring board or something. And then I just crease it a little bit so that I can kind of see what I'm doing before we do the partial die cutting. Now, if your blade is bent, always use the bowed side to the bottom. That's what Stephanie Barnard said to do during a class once. And so I forgot this was vellum, so I stick the dot. I'm picking up the paper, but I see the dot underneath, which marks the halfway mark, so I know where my heart goes. And then I took alcohol markers and I just put a little line there so I could line that up. It makes it a lot easier, but it's about an inch from the bottom. And then we partial die cut this through the cutter by putting the top plate just where the line is you want to stop cutting. And I will show you that again here in a second. And it leaves a nice flap for the heart. And then we're going to snip into that heart and it'll make a self-closing heart. So here we go again. That top plate is going to stop right where I want the die cut to stop cutting the paper. I wish I could craft this fast. I've got everything going 2 times the speed. Now this is how I use scissors to cut off that extra bit. And that to me is probably just as easy. Sorry that this is off the camera a little bit, but this is also the way you can use your trimmer to just cut up to that bottom of the heart line. So either way, whatever's easiest for you. Now we're going to put the card together. That's the Hero Art Starry Night background, and I used puff embossing powder. And now I don't know why I put so much tape on this, but I was really liberal with it. And then I always press down the very top part first. That way, because this tape isn't very forgiving, that way if you need to move it, you're not all taped down. So see how I have slit the heart right there, and then they just come together. And I added a little bit of the Tonic crystal drops to the heart, and there's your card. Now the second card just uses the same vellum, but I ran ribbon through it, but you don't see it on the back. So that at least it keeps the ribbon secure as well. And so you just open it. And that's an old skeleton key from the old Sizzix set. So we just have to find something similar now because that's many, many, many years old. For our second project, we're going to make a heart basket. And what the templates for these are over on my blog, but the measurements are basically 9 inches long, 2 1/2 inches wide, and I'm using the largest heart. And I already cut the bottom, and I've already used some score tape on either side. This project wasn't without its do-overs, so I had already measured an inch, and I'm scoring it, but I was using my grid mat to show you, you don't even have to use a ruler some of the times. Now I'm going to mark the center of the bottom, and that's a 1/4 inch folded over on either side. And that's where I'm going to center my heart. Now the key to this is to only cut off the piece of tape of the section you're using, or you wind up with, you could have a real mess. And then I snipped little notches because we're going to run up the side, and it's of course not a straight side. Plus, that's how I'm going to get the tape off in sections. So I'm just marking off where to notch on both sides. I'm only going to be able to show you one side because the other side is awfully difficult to show on camera because it's hidden. Ironically, I bought cookies to fill this basket, but just like the Christmas candy and the Easter basket candy and the Halloween candy, I wound up eating them before I got the project made. I got to wait and buy candy at the last minute. So here we go. I'm going to take that middle section out. And I'm just lining it up. And I'm doing the other side. And now as far as it can go straight, I will go ahead and let it go, and I will notch it. This is also Echo Park's Dots and Stripes paper, at least the heart part is. I'll have all the products listed for you though. Then I always make sure to take the bone folder and burnish that. And then of course when you round the corner it takes lots of notches. So it looks like I kind of fuss with this a little bit. So while I'm fussing with this, speaking of the candy, which flavor of Conversation Hearts is your favorite? I don't know if it's actually a flavor, but I like the orange ones. They don't really taste orange though, and I don't know that they're really any different than the other colors, but those are the ones I'll eat out of the bag and leave all the others. And I like the purple ones the least because I think those are kind of licoricey. So if you would, let me know in the comments below which color is your favorite. We're just about to have this all rounded up on the end. You could use a liquid adhesive, but then you'd have to hold it to dry it. And it just seemed like this would be the best because it's very, very strong. And it'll be able to take a little weight in it. And then just burnish it. Now we're going to do the other side just exactly like we did before. Seems odd that Valentine's Day is coming up so soon. I feel like we just had Christmas. Oh yeah, we did just have Christmas. Here in Ohio though, it was almost 60 today, and it's supposed to be below 0 in a couple weeks. Now I'm just finishing off with a lot of little notches there at the end to round that corner up. The key is to try to get it so that you can't see any of that adhesive. But I'm very careful to not take off any tape that is not getting attached, except for this one little piece. But normally I only did it a section at a time. I think I got a little impatient there. And then I'm just going to burnish it down. You can cut off those little bottoms of the hearts if you want to, but you can actually fold them down and it might add a little strength to the bottom. Now I'm finishing up the other side. Getting everything burnished. And there's our heart basket. I use up all the little scraps and I just cut hearts until I can't fit any more out of my scraps. So I just gathered up a few of those and kind of decorated the basket with it. Now this last project is easy peasy and children of any age can even use glue sticks if they need to. I used that same heart, the third from the largest, and I just made a bunch of conversation hearts in different colors, just the same colors that you'd make, and then glue another one on the back where they can write their message, and the kids can take these for their Valentine's parties at school. And it only takes a few minutes. They can stamp it, they can glue it. And here are all the finished products. I hope you had a good time today, and I hope you hop over to the other gals that have made special projects for you. And I also hope you'll hit like and subscribe and come back and see me again. Here's some more videos that might be of interest to you. Have a great day and happy Valentine's Day. Bye-bye.